Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in the beginning of this video and say that we survived Hurricane Dorian. We appreciate all of your comments, being concerned for us and stuff like that. It means a lot. But yeah, we just had some tree branches down. It really wasn't that bad, thankfully. None of Ike's places got flooded. Of course, he was moving cars up until the night before the hurricane to get him out of flood zones. But yeah, everything here, as far as I know in this area, is just fine. Also, you may remember that the police came by recently and told us to never ride around the neighborhood again. They were tired of getting calls from neighbors complaining about noise. In this video, we are riding around the neighborhood, but it was shot about 3 days before the police came by and told us to stop. And I can prove it if I have to. So anyway, this is the last video where we're going to be riding around the neighborhood. So enjoy it, guys. It's the end of an era. Anyway, enjoy the video. What's happening, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And we are Cars and Cameras, and the cross cart has really come a long way. We walked in this morning and we were just surprised at how much we'd gotten done. We are almost ready for paint, but not quite. The focus of today's video is going to be getting the speedometer to work. That's really important to us. We're going to try it using two different methods. One way with electric motors, the second way with a skateboard wheel. We're not sure if they're going to work, but we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
We're also going to finish up welding these air scoops, smooth them out, make them look pretty, and finally install a shifter, an emergency shifter, because we forgot to order the air shifter.
Yeah, so it's another mechanical shifter, stubby, so we don't jab our eyes or anything else. So don't know where we're going to put it yet, but I'm sure it'll be very interesting.
So what do you think for the speedometer?
It's going to be pretty simple, I hope. I plan on mounting an electric motor on the back side of this speedometer, driving the gears in it. And I'm going to run a couple of electric wires to another electric motor on the back that's driven by, I don't know, the chain, like a chain tensioner, or maybe even just the drive. And big motor producing a lot of electricity going to a little motor driving the speedometer. Hopefully it'll work. Oh! And a rheostat in between so we can adjust the actual power going to it so we can adjust the speed.
See, that's why I like the idea.
All right.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's got potential.
Godspeed, brother.
Thanks, buddy. Going for a ride.
I ran out of welding wire right there at the end, so I'll go grab some more at lunch. Let's get to cleaning up these welds.
That looks awesome.
Thanks, bro. All right, what'd you find?
Nothing that I wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
What a bummer.
They were out of the motors that I wanted.
Yep.
They'll be in Thursday. But I got this one just to see. This is a smaller one.
Yeah.
It was like $4.
Okay. It's worth a shot, dude. Let's throw it at it.
Yep. What we got here is a $3.99 electric motor from our local electronics store. I didn't think this electric motor was going to be strong enough, but it turns out it is. So I'm just hoping that whatever electric motor we put on the back, which I'm thinking will be 10, 20 times bigger than this electric motor, will drive when we hook it up to the rear sprocket or whatever. As it's going to be creating hopefully enough electricity to run this electric motor. Might have to add a little rheostat to adjust the speed when we're using it, but I think we're on to something here.
Sweet.
So anyhow, I put a little resistor on this electric motor. So she's registering at 65 miles, between 65 and 70.
That is freaking awesome.
You like that?
I really do.
What I have is this electric motor, and it's going to be driving this smaller electric motor. So here we go.
So the idea is, if that's being used as a generator, it's going to send power to that one, which is going to give our
Drive the speedo.
speedometer reading.
Yeah.
Neither of us really know how this is going to play out, but we're ready for a test. I'm going to hop in the cross cart. Ike is going to hold our generator up to the wheel, and I'm going to hit the gas. Ready?
Yeah. It was a good idea, but obviously not a good one. It was a good idea, but not. So I'm guessing what's happening is the voltage is getting to a certain point, and all of a sudden the motor likes it, and it goes ahead and goes.
Yep, makes sense. Yeah, it went from absolutely nothing to over 85, and you see how fast the odometer was spinning?
No.
It was probably doing like 200 again.
Dang.
So the electric speedometer was a fail. We're going to move on to skateboard wheel. We're going to go turn it down at Ike's lathe over at his warehouse, and fingers crossed it's going to work for us.
Alright, dude. I think we're done. It didn't need a whole lot once we removed that seal. But now that the seal is removed, this will allow me to go down in there. I got to cut a couple of notches in here for that drive right there. So this wheel is going to fit in those slots, and it's going to turn the drive. And this wheel is going to be like up against something rotating, like sprocket, most likely the sprocket. And we'll just run the speedo drive off of that. I've got it put together and working. Alright, so next thing I need to do, dude, is make the speedometer cable, and then we'll hook it up, and then we'll crank it up and run it and try to find a good place to mount this wheel. I'm thinking right here on this flange, because it's nice and smooth, and make it somewhat spring loaded or something. And we'll run it, put it in gear, put it in 5th gear and half throttle, and that should be about 55 miles per hour. And I'll just try to find some place where this thing can ride and hit 55 miles per hour.
Sounds great.
All right.
Ike is running the speedometer cable, and we're going to be ready for a test. Here's a reminder to come to Mini Mayhem Fall 2019, October 4, 5, 6. Bring your go-kart, bring your mini bike, ATV, UTV, dirt bike, whatever. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to have a bunch of our projects there, including the cross cart. Come tear it up with us. RSVP on our website, cars-cameras.com, or let us know you're coming on our Facebook page at Cars and Cameras Reviews. We just realized something. It doesn't make sense to try to fine-tune the speedometer right now because we're putting taller tires on this thing. We're looking at 19-inch tall tires to go on this thing. We're not 100% sure on the tire type, but we hit up our sponsor, GoPowersports.com, and we're going to see what they can hook us up with. But those should be on the way very, very soon. It's more aggressive, taller tire, and that is going to throw our speedometer off. So we're going to mount it kind of like we had it and fine-tune it once we get the permanent off-road tires on it. But dude, I think you have come up with a clever way of mounting or making a speedometer work on a vehicle. You could apply this to a go-kart, you could apply it to a mini bike, kind of anything.
I think I'm gonna go for a thick flat bar and move this wheel over close, more on that, center it up on that.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So just tonight is, and that'll get rid of that bumping from that axle hitting it. Cranking.
Yep.
So the speedometer is wildly off right now, but we're gonna go for a test drive tomorrow anyway, just because it's cool. It's our first project we've successfully put a speedometer on. It's not an easy thing to do when it's like, it doesn't come just
Equipped with it?
bolt up. Thank you. When it doesn't come equipped with it. So we'll see you in the morning for a test drive.
We looked around for motorcycle oil at our local parts store, and they just don't have any. So I went on forums to see what kind of oil we need to run in this 750, and they say that 1540 Rotella is probably the best we can use other than actual motorcycle oil. So since no one has any around town, Rotella it is.
So while I'm changing the oil, Ike's gonna shorten our speedometer cable.
That's right.
Now we're gonna go on a test drive. All right, man, we have 15 miles on this oil. What do you think it's gonna look like?
I think it's going to look pretty nasty. Something tells me the person that had this bike before us probably didn't take care of it. Looks pretty nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For 15 miles old, that is disgusting.
So the speedometer is installed, currently working, not accurate, but we're gonna go for a test drive anyway.
So yeah, the speedometer's off, but we're going to be putting taller tires on it. No reason to calibrate the speedo at the moment if we're going to be changing the tire size.
We might need to look into some
fenders.
fenders.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good though. It's
Too much power for this area though.
You get some in your mouth too?
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a nice little muddy face.
Yeah, dude. In first gear, it was just like spinning them.
I thought I heard you spin it in third.
Yeah, I was spinning in third also.
Yeah.
It is so good, and the thing is, when you're riding it,
Yeah.
you can't tell how loud it is.
Yeah.
You're just having a good time.
Yeah. It's pretty
And
loud,
the poor
dude.
guy behind the camera is just like a nervous wreck.
No, I wasn't nervous.
Yeah, that's
wreck.
just me.
Yeah.
It might be my favorite one yet. Like out at Busco is going to be where it's really going to shine. You know, where like the wide open spaces where you can just kind of always be going 30 or above.
Yeah.
It's fun here, but you can tell it's just not it's not big enough here.
Right.
The area to ride in anyway.
I gotta say that thing is pretty sweet. Little stuff. We need to do a little stuff here and there. Getting on it. Nice little bootleg there, buddy.
It's an absolute blast. Spinning in first, second, third gear, drifting, jumping. Did I get any air?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I was a little faster than I wanted to go over that, but it was good. Yeah. We have functional air scoops. The speedometer works, not accurate, but it works. It's looking good. We're getting close to paint, so now we're gonna take some time, figure out how to put paddle shifters on this thing. We asked you guys on Instagram at CarsandCameras Reviews what your experience was with different types of paddle shifters, and so we're gonna look at those, see what we have in stock to use for materials, and see what we can make work. But until then, thanks for watching this video, guys. Facebook and Instagram at CarsandCameras Reviews. Subscribe to Cars and Cameras for future updates on the cross kart, on the 900 Ducati. Who knows, we might see a showdown one day.
That'd be cool.
That would be pretty neat. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video today, guys. Cars-cameras.com. Pick up a t-shirt to help support the channel. And come to Mini Mayhem, October 4, 5, 6, Busco Beach. More information at a link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.